Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. Hope you all are doing well. I am doing amazing. I wanted to make this video because I get a lot of questions about the whole content creation game. So I just wanted to share my candid experience about what I wish I would have known before I became a full-time content creator, what it's like, the lessons and things that I might find helpful for you. Now, the number one thing I've learned as a content creator is you have no friends in content creation. Okay. I think a lot of people have to begin to put respect that content creation is now a career. It is now a job. If you work in corporate America, you don't have no friends at work. Okay. If you have a corporate America job, then people will snake you in a second. Okay. At the end of the day, you all are competing for money, status, position at that job. All right. You'll be a fool if you have a job to tell them certain business or confide in them in certain ways. Because at the end of the day, y'all all trying to get the same thing. When it comes to content creation, it ain't no different. Okay. It is the same as a corporate America job. All right. And there are no friends in content creation. Don't ever think you have friends in content creation. Matter of fact, content creation can be even more savage than a corporate America, 9-to-5 style job or hospitality job or whatever, because our job is 100%. Our pay is dependent upon who watches your stuff, period. Okay. And one thing about being a content creator that I learned the hard way is do not trust anyone. No one is your friend, because the minute that someone thinks that, getting on a certain train or, jumping on a certain bandwagon is going to make them more money or is going to get them further ahead, they will throw your ass under the bus in a heartbeat. I'm talking about they will not blink twice. Anyone that they think can push them into the algorithm or get their name out there, honey, they will turn on you in a second. And that brings me to my next thing I've learned about being a full-time content creator is not to take anything personally. At the end of the day, people got bills, people got to eat. Nobody owes you anything. You know what I'm saying? This is the internet. This is not real life. You might think that you friends with somebody in real life, honey, they trying to get their money. All right. When it comes to content creation, everyone who does content, someone is not going to like you. Someone is going to come for you. Do not take it personal. It's not that you're a bad person or that you're not likable. There is not a single content creator where everyone likes you and everyone prefers you. That's just not the way it goes. I think that humans in general are insecure. I think a lot of humans are way too insecure to do content creation. And so what they tend to do is project their insecurities on content creators and find a way to be critical of them, because most people just don't have the wherewithal to do it. Especially if you're a content creator where you're sharing, personal views or opinions. Now, if you're a content creator, I would never mind, because I was going to say, well, if you're a content creator that does a beauty channel with makeup or a true crime channel, I was going to say it's a little bit different, but now that I think about it, no, it's not, because even if you're a beauty content creator or influencer or whatever, people going to still come for you. It doesn't matter how inclusive you are of others. It doesn't matter how nice you are, how long you've been around. There will be people that will not like you. If people not liking you or coming for you hurts you or gets to you, being a content creator is not the job for you. It's not. That's why you have a lot of content creators, they won't even show their face because they don't even want to deal with being recognized in real life or having that digital footprint affect them in real life. So you really have to have thick skin in some way, shape, or form in order to do this. I think that a lot of people, if they were to do it, they would not make it, because there's a lot of sacrifice that you have to go through before you just become a content creator. Right now at your job, you can walk in, sit at your desk, do your job, and go home. It doesn't matter who don't like you at the job, what they think of you. Your paycheck going to still get there and still be the same. Content creation does not work like that. And to a certain extent, you do have to care what people think because you need them to watch your stuff. You want people to enjoy your stuff. So I was a barber for 8 years while I was doing content creation. I had times where I would literally be in between clients at the shop and be in my car recording my podcast. And I literally was running my mouth on the internet for 10 years before I was able to go full time as a content creator and not have to supplement what I do with a job. And even still, I am a minimalist person. I am not that person that wants to climb all the way to the top and always going for the next best thing. I am that person. I come from humble beginnings. Like, I am okay with a stress-free, minimal life. Okay. I'm not that girl. Okay. I'm a woman. I don't have to be that way. You know, as a woman, I think that's best why we will marry a man that is that way. That way he can be the one always going after the next best thing and pushing you to the next level. That's not me. Okay. I kind of stay in my little lane, mind my business. I don't bother nobody. Okay. I don't like doing all that. So even with what I make now, it's enough for my minimalist lifestyle. Okay. I don't need anything. I don't want for nothing. I have everything I need. And that's cool for me. Now, some people, they want all the views and they whore for all the subscribers. That's not my style. So you need to know your style as a content creator and stick to that. Don't let other people put a battery in your back to make you something you're not, which goes into my next point, that one of the main things that are important in being a content creator is being authentic to who you are. Okay. If you are confused about who you are in this game, people will try to tell you, and it's not pretty when that happens. You need to know who you are, and you need to be that and accept that. And the people that rock with you and they like it, they'll go with it. If they don't, they won't. I was going to say people can tell when you're not being authentic, but you got a lot of fake people on here that be getting y'all to buy their courses and do all that, and they on the internet straight lying and capping. So I think that people will buy your authenticity if it fits a narrative that makes their personal hurt and insecurities feel better. So when somebody is hurt, entitled, or upset, I think that puts you in the mindset where anything someone sells you that takes the blame off of you, or, you know, gives you this false sense of feeling better, you'll buy it. But for the average normal human being who is not looking for someone on the internet to soothe their insecurities, people can tell when you being yourself or not. Okay. Once you know who you are, stick to that. Okay. Because I think a lot of content creators forget that once you stop recording and you get off of the internet, like, you have to go be a real person in real life. You know, the internet is a fairly new concept. Like, if you do content creation, do not get so caught up in trying to like put on a persona to please other people that you lose yourself. Be yourself, who you are off that camera and on that camera, you know, and just let that be that. What else I've learned as a content creator is as much as you can, keep the intimate parts of your life private. Because if you make some content that people do not agree with, people will come after your children, your family. Okay. So it's kind of best to just keep something for yourself in this game, if that makes sense. It's okay to be transparent with your audience. That's what I do. Okay. It's okay to be transparent with your audience. However, keep something just for you and your loved ones. Don't give the internet everything. Majority of people that watch you, they're not watching you to love you. They're watching you to expose you, critique you, and break you down. So save a part of yourself for your real family and loved ones outside of this internet. Next thing I've learned as a content creator is, me personally, I'm shy, and I know y'all won't believe this, but I'm actually very introverted and to myself. I am 100% a loner. All right. I'm just kind of used to it. I don't know. It's just kind of like me, kind of the way I grew up. I didn't grow up in a household full of people and noises, and grew up in a very quiet home. Like everybody, very calm, very peaceful. So I'm not that person like to be overly stimulated and have voices talking to me and people all the time. It's just not me. I'm a very introverted person. Something that I had to get used to is people recognizing you outside of the internet. Okay, so you're at Starbucks and there's someone next to you in line like this, like video recording you, like, I am definitely very noticeable. Like, you cannot miss me at all. Okay, I'm 6 foot tall, big Black woman. So people are really weird. Like, some people will recognize you and then won't say anything. Some people will recognize you, talk to you, but act like they don't know who you are, but they do. Some people will, which I think is the best thing, where if you see a content creator and you recognize them and you like them, I like when people just come to me and be like, oh, hey, Six, I saw you on this, or I saw you on this. I like what you're doing. Nice to meet you. Cool. Oh, hey, cool. I like that. That works for me. But the people that like try to take pictures of you, record you, or they'll write you like 2 days later, like, hey, I saw you at so-and-so. And it's like, okay, I don't know what you want me to do with this information. So to a certain extent, like, you have to be okay with people like recognizing you and not being uncomfortable with that, because it used to make me uncomfortable, but now I'm starting to get more and more used to it, and I'm starting to embrace it. And it actually makes me feel good now when people come to me and they speak on how my content has helped them and stuff like that. And the last thing that I've learned as a content creator is you have to be patient. Building an organic audience is better than building what I call the harem audience, which is where, again, you're just like, clickbaiting and whoring for as many views and subscribers. You tend to attract people who don't really understand, your message, what you're doing here. They don't stay around. That's when your subscribers kind of go like this. And you have people who have tons of subscribers, but yet when it comes to their sponsors or events that they have, no one's showing up. Their sponsors are not making any return on what they're being paid, because their audience is not there for them. Their audience is there because they saw a little short clip somewhere and on YouTube or WorldStar and just came for some like quick in and out food. My personal style is I like with my audience to come in and get a full course meal. This is not In-N-Out Burger. All right. With me, honey, you got the steak. Have you an appetizer, a soup, a salad, okay? Your main entree, dessert. I don't like quick in and out subscribers. I like people to subscribe to the channel that just rock with my style and my message. So you need to be patient. You're not going to wake up and say, you know what, I want to be a content creator. And then 3 months later, you're making enough money to sustain your lifestyle. Understand, it could be years, decades before you start making money, which is why I always suggest that if you begin doing content, do content in something you truly are passionate about, that you're truly good at and knowledgeable and that you like. That way, when years go by and you're not making any money, you're not getting discouraged because you just genuinely like doing this. The content game is a marathon. You have to be willing to put in the work, be consistent, even though I got no bit of telling people about consistency. But there's another reason why your audience has to know you. I'm glad that my audience knows, honey, I am a feminine entrepreneur, meaning my family, my loved ones will always come before this. I will get my behind off this internet in a second and tend to the people in my real life. And I'm glad that my subscribers know that. So if I go a few days not on here, y'all don't freak out. Y'all know I'm just, I'm attending to my real life. I'm a nurturer to the people in my real life off the internet. So a lot of people are not able to make it in content because a few months go by, a year go by, you ain't made no money and you give up. Okay. So you have to stick with it. Don't be afraid to have other streams of income helping to supplement what you're doing until what you're doing takes off. So those are things I wish somebody would have told me. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies, if you like today's makeup look, I did this look live in the Patreon. Patreon is a great community of women who are solution oriented, trying to look good, sharing beauty secrets, tea, girl talk, movie nights, once a month meetup events. We have a big trip coming up in June for everyone to get together in the Patreon. Come join the Feminine Fellowship. Come join the circle. Information will be in the description. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with any questions you have or things you want to add. Are you a content creator? Did I miss something here? Let me know down below. And I will see you all on the next one.